kind of mark that this is what you should do. And by default, as a woman and as a human being, whatever experiences I've had will kind of flow into that film. And you will see what my thoughts are, my sense of things are in that storytelling. And that's by default. But yes, I think you need space for all kinds of voices in storytelling. Otherwise, we're just in this monotonous drudgery that happens. So we need all kinds of voices. So more importantly than anything, I think we need women's voices, yes, but we need women filmmakers, technicians, and actors to have commercial success. That's what I think is absolutely imperative for you to have that power to be able to do more.
I think that's a very good point that you made. Coming to Preeta, being a cinematographer, okay, on set it's full of men, except maybe the actress, the heroine, the stars, Otherwise, everybody, right from the spot boy to the director, to the choreographers, I mean, they're all men. When you came, okay, before you made a big name for yourself, was that a struggle? Were you accepted easily on sets?
When I came, really, I might have been the only woman. When I was an assistant, even when I was in film school, I was the only girl in class. Things have changed. There are people, of course, there are assistant directors and choreographers, and there are more women on set now than there were 20 years ago. But this struggle, I would say, I was easily accepted. I'm not going to say that was a struggle. Being an assistant, being on set, there was no struggle there because I think when it comes to technicians, there's a lot more respect. Because once they know, you know what you're doing, there's an automatic respect that sets in among the lightmen and the other people who work on set. But breaking in, yes, it is difficult. I think it's a difficult profession as it is. I think my male counterparts, if they spend, say, 5 years to break in, it must have taken me longer.
But, interestingly, which is a known fact and which people always add to your name, is that you're PC Srinivasan, right? Does it take a man to validate your work? I mean...
Of course not. I mean, he's a legend, so being his niece the tag is attached. But personally, it was literally reverse nepotism in our equation because I made it on my own. There were no favors. Nothing was done.
Actually, I noticed Preeta's work because of her work. I came to know she's PC's niece much later.
And usually, even only after a schedule, somebody will come up and say, "You're PC's niece." I'll say yes. I never used his name. And I've done 19 feature films. So this is my story. It's not connected to him.
And I think that's great that you made it all on your own. But Ramya, as a star, the heroine, most times, you find when you sign on a film, you're just a prop or, what did you think about that? And I'm sure over the years in your career, there was a graph, right? When you finally started helming films, like you were the star, you were the hero of the film, right? What was that graph like, and what did you think of being just a prop and then moving on to finally, being able to say, hey, this is my market and my film will do business, just like XYZ heroes?
The first film that I did, Abhi, I wasn't told the script at all. So I went on set and the director would be like, okay, illindali odi anta. I don't know why I'm running, to who I'm running, yenike anta. And script because I think he was such a big director and it was such a big film. I don't think I mattered to them that I needed to know the script. So I feel like my first film actually made a medal. So I don't know how I emoted and how I did what I did. And then I was very adamant that there is a script clearly anta. And they only excuse me at that time, and then I think Prem Auru, he was the director of Excuse Me, and he came and told me the film up to the interval. And then after he said, I've not written it, but I will write it. But I would usually set me Baru Abhyas. But I was like, this is a progress because first film I had no script. At least second cinema again, and at least interval so that's how. And then I came to a stage where, directors started writing scripts, keeping which I'm very happy about. But it took so long to even decide what I want to do. The other film that I got was was Uttarakhand, which was really, really nice, but they had like a sequel, so I wasn't sure I was going to be able to give that kind of time. But I still feel like if you look at Malayalam, right, which I'm in love with films, the way they write roles for them, I'm just amazed. And I don't know why we're not writing such roles for women in Kannada. I think now people have so much exposure to Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, English, and so many films on Mubi and on OTT. And you see there's so much of the female perspective that's being brought into films. I don't see why Kannada is still lagging in that aspect. I'm just a little disappointed with that. And I think that we have enough writers, we have enough stories to tell, but I don't think they see the market for a female-led film yet. We're
But
still
your
driven
last
by...
film did really well, the one which
Yeah.
you...
Which was it? It was Sanju X Geeta was not my last film. It was Aryan and I think Rahul.
Which you produced.
I produced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Swati Muttanamalani.
Yes.
Yeah. But the film didn't do well commercially.
But it was a beautiful film.
Yes, and it won all the awards, so I'm very proud of the film. But I don't think the masses are ready for that kind of films, which I think must change, which is what I'm hoping for.
But we see a lot of heroes do these action films. Where is the female action, superstar in India? We don't see that yet. I think all of you all can.
No, been there, done that. We've done that. We've done that more than 25 years ago.
But in today's world, we don't see that.
Why, being a woman, and if you want to play strong roles, it means you have to play like a man's role. I don't understand that. It doesn't mean that a woman has to become a police officer or starting people to show that we're strong. We can show how strong we are with emotions and with our dynamics with the people around us. That is, shows strength, right? Like how you overcome situations, your resilience. I think women are very resilient. That itself shows that women are strong. I don't see why we have to get categorized as, oh, okay, iವಾಗ heroine centric film ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ police officer role ಆ ಥರ. I don't see sense in that.
All the action that men do on screen is not real.
Yeah. That's also,
More so now than ever.
Sometimes it translates off. Yeah, I know it.
she said sometimes it translates also. But Nandini, adding to that, what she said, roles are not being written for women.
Yeah.
Do you think that's still a big problem?
Absolutely. I mean, I can't see why an Ulolukku can't happen in other languages, Absolutely. Film, but on the other hand, I would like to see Ulolukku go and make 50-60 crores. Happen. Not just the amount of money and critical acclaim. I would like to see it do a Manjumel voice. So, well, the thing is that today also 70 to 80% of your audience is male, and the age group is 18 to 23. So you have to be very precise right now what your